Hi. So, you want to start watching anime. Here's the ultimate guide on how to get into watching anime. Let's go. Step 1. Don't choose One Piece. One Piece should not be the first anime you watch, right? Overrated garbage, you know, there's just a lot of nonsense that comes with One Piece, you feel me, right? Okay, so that's step 1. Thank you for watching. Thanks. Clap it up. Yeah, like and subscribe. That's the video done. Hey, you now know how to get into anime. Just don't watch One Piece. Damn. Well, I wish that was the case, but no, that's not actually it. Don't watch One Piece first, but I'm gonna give you the actual real guide on how to do it. But in order to get into anime, we have to first answer the question, why watch anime? A little bit of background here. I used to hate anime. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was for like dweebs, and you know, it was just like very nerdy. And I thought people that watch anime, like they don't take showers and they're like allergic to soap and deodorant and stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie. But that's not really the case. And in this video, I'm gonna try and convince you why anime is great. Well, that's not really my main purpose, but you get the point. First of all, the pros of anime. What are the pros of anime, you ask? Well, let me tell you. There's crazy animation, you know. You got anime like 7 Deadly Sins, which has insane animation, stuff that you've never seen before, I'm telling you. Okay, then you have insane fight scenes. Just look at Naruto for all the insane fights. You have Naruto versus Sasuke twice, Kakashi versus Obito, Madara versus the Shinobi Alliance. They're just insane things. There's genres that you've never seen before. Like, have you ever watched the mecha genre? I don't think you have. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, insane stuff. You got furries as well. I don't know if you're into furries, you can watch furry anime. You feel me? I guess that's a pro. I'm not a furry though, so chill. Yeah. Anyways, and then there's also strong emotional bonds that you form with these anime. You feel me? Like you just be so attached to them that you'll be like, oh my days. But please, for the love of God, don't Naruto run in public. I have personally never done that before. So yeah, just don't. Now, for the cons of anime. What are the cons of anime, you ask? You're probably thinking in your head that there are a lot floating around. Well, let me tell you, just chill. I'll tell you. Psych! There are no cons of anime, okay? There are no cons. Damn, you thought. There's no cons of anime, alright? Yeah, chill though. Alright, so now we can move on to the ultimate guide of how to get into anime. Step 1, choosing your first anime. Now, as you can see in the bottom right there, I have the Smash Bros select screen, right? Because this is very important. You know, when you're playing Smash Bros, if you choose the wrong character, you're cooked. Let's be real, bro. Ain't no one out here choosing fucking Pikachu, bro. The fuck is Pikachu gonna do? Like, what? Who chooses Pikachu? Apart from, like, you know, people trying to be all cutesy and what, like, no, bro. You have to make sure that you're picking right so that you can beat your boy's ass. Alright, you feel what I'm saying? So your first anime has to be easy to follow, right? We don't want no complicated, you know, donkey shit, you feel me? Like, we want it to be very easy to follow, very, you know, concise. And it also has to be very hype. Because, like, if you're not picking something that's hype, it's like you're gonna be bored. And I'm telling you, like, the pathway into anime is very important. You don't want to be bored, otherwise, like, you're not gonna like the rest of anime. You feel me? Then, also, there are bad consequences if you pick wrong. You might end up being extremely confused if you pick wrong, bro. You will be like, what am I looking at? If you pick some weird isekai, you're just going to be like, what's going on? Or there is genuinely a potential that you might be scarred for life. Like, if you pick Food Wars as your first anime, I think Food Wars is on Netflix. I can't remember. But like, if you pick it as your first anime, like, yeah, GG's, bro. I'm not going to lie, bro. Like, that's just not something you want to do, if I'm being completely honest with you. So, with this in mind, I'm hoping that you guys are taking notes. Oh, talking about notes, your first anime can be Death Note, where there is a guy who has a notebook and he writes people's names in the notebook and they die. Like, you know what I'm saying? Isn't that such a great concept? Like, that's just so cool, isn't it? Or you could pick, you know, this about this girl. Look at this girl and her dog. Like, what do you think this could be about? You know, if Death Note is too morbid for you, it's just a little bit too, like, you know, grotesque and gruesome, you can pick this instead. You know what I'm saying? It's a cute girl with her dog. You wouldn't, like, I don't want to spoil too much. The anime's name is Spy Family, but yeah, you can kind of guess what the vibes is. And then if you're not feeling Spy Family, you can pick what I chose as my first ever anime. And that is of this guy, this bald guy, who beats everyone with one punch. Hence the name of the anime, One Punch Man. Like, isn't that just so cool? Like, you know what I'm saying? Beats everyone with one punch. Something you have to watch. I would personally recommend One Punch Man as the first anime that you should watch. But, you know, we gonna come to that. We're gonna come to the rest of getting into your anime journey. So after step 1 has been complete, right? We gotta move on to something that's not as important as picking your first anime, but there has been a little bit of a split in the anime community for as long as, you know, anime has existed, and that is sub or dub, right? Now I'm gonna be honest with you, right? I've watched some animes in dub. I mostly watch in sub. When I talk about dub animes, it's like stuff that I watched as a kid, like Dragon Ball or Yu-Gi-Oh, and so on and so forth. But yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, sub is better. In my opinion, sub is better. It matters for fight scenes, I can't lie. And like, I feel like the original Japanese voices do have more emotion. Like, no diss to, like, you know, English or French voice actors, but like the original Japanese, just like the sounds that they make, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, like, it's just really great. But at the end of the day, no one really cares. I'm gonna be honest with you, like, no one really cares, you know. It's not something where people will be outside of your house with pitchforks if you pick dub or sub, bro. Like, no one really cares. Just watch what you want. Just to show you something, right? Here is a fight. Okay, this is a fight. It's from an anime called Bleach. I'm gonna show you the fight in the original Japanese, and then what it would be like in the dub. So here we go. This is the Bleach fight in sub.
11番隊隊長、ザラキケンパジだ。てめえと殺し合いに来た。ビビってんじゃねえよ。来い。嘘だろ。なんだおい。この程度かよ。興ざめだな。
Pretty good, right? You know what I'm saying? That was a pretty good fight. Alright, so this is what the fight would be like in dub. I'm the 11th squad captain, Zaraki Kenpachi. I've come to fight you to the death. What's the matter, kid? Bring it! What? You gotta be kidding me. That's disappointing. That's all you've got? What a buzzkill. Okay, so you can compare and choose what you want. If you prefer to hear voice actors in English, go ahead. Be my guest, you know what I'm saying? Do what you want. Step 3 is important. It's mainstream versus niche. Now, mainstream does not equal better. Obviously, for something to be mainstream, that's like, yeah, it's popular, it's more popular than everything, but that does not mean that it's better. I'll be honest with you. It doesn't mean that at all, right? Now, it is better to start out with mainstream, I would say, and then kind of work your way in, because the niche stuff can get very interesting and very weird, if I'm being honest with you. There are very weird niches, and let me be honest with you, there is an anime for everything. Like genuinely, there is an anime for everything. For example, there is an anime called My Little Sister Can't Be This Cute. You know what I'm saying? I have not watched this anime. Take of it or what you will. And then another one is this one, which is a cat barista. It's a furry cat cafe. You know what I'm saying? I know certain people would like that. I personally haven't watched it. Well, this is a manga actually, I'm pretty sure. But I wouldn't be surprised if it gets adapted into an anime. So yeah, that's step 3. Mainstream versus niche. I hope you learned a bit from that, I guess. Moving on. Step 4. Filler. Now, let me explain what filler is for some of the people that don't know. So basically, right, most anime are an adaptation of a manga, right? It's like the Harry Potter books getting turned into the Harry Potter movies. The books come before the movies. Now, hi, it's Future Me here. I kind of waffled here a little bit. So basically, it's when the anime catches up to the manga, gets very close to it, so they don't have material to make more anime episodes, so filler. Now that you know that, filler is optional and it's typically trash. Naruto and Bleach are very good examples of shit filler. Websites can help with this. There's some filler websites out there that just tell you when you're watching anime, don't watch these episodes, watch these episodes. Let's be honest, yeah. No one wants to watch, like, you know, 3 episodes of Naruto chasing an ostrich around the Hidden Leaf Village, bro. Like, let's deadass be honest here. So that's filler. Next, joining communities. Now, This is going to be very interesting for a lot of us to talk about here, right? Because communities, we all know the stereotypes around anime communities. But let's talk about the good things that come with anime communities first. So, they can be fun. Like, there's hypothetical battles. There's, like, you know, the power scaling stuff. There's all of that different type of stuff that comes with it. It's really fun sometimes. Sometimes I want to search up, you know, there's like cross-verse stuff, like Naruto versus Luffy. Obviously, Naruto would win. Now, can also be very toxic though, because people will be like, no, my favorite character would win, or this or that or that. Or they're like, you know, they talk about wanking off different characters, or like, you know, glazes and stuff like that. And there are also spoilers, so like, be very careful about joining a community whilst an anime is still ongoing, or whilst you haven't finished it, because you might get spoilers, and no one likes spoilers. So yeah, I just thought I'd let you know that. You can join communities on YouTube, Reddit, Twitter, and Discord. Now, I think I've kind of put that in order of, like, you know, how weird it is. Like, YouTube is definitely the least weird. Should I switch Twitter and Reddit? I don't know. There's been some weird Twitter anime beef before. I'm not gonna lie. And also talking about communities, yeah. One of the anime that I've watched, My Hero Academia, which you've probably heard of, I was put off watching it for a very long time. Not because it's a shitty anime, but because of the fandom and all of the weird fan fictions that come with it, because obviously the characters are like 15 years old, and some people were very weird, and like that didn't make me feel very comfortable. But you should watch it, it's pretty good. Not as your first anime though. Discord is probably the worst, if I'm being honest with you. Like, you know what I'm saying, you get guys that look like, you know what I'm saying, the typical Discord mod type of vibe. You get guys that look like this, Hello Kitty. You know, this guy looks like he hasn't touched a shower in like a week. You feel like, not even a week though. He looks like musty. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he just, like, his hair's like matted. He just looks, but I don't want to attack the guy. And he wears the same shit all the time. He's always wearing that Minecraft like hoodie. Like, he's just very like odd. You feel me? Anyways, next step is to not force yourself, right? Don't force yourself. I'm gonna be honest with you. It is okay to drop a show. I promise you, like, it's fine. You can drop a show. You can drop an arc if it's ass. Like, don't feel pressure to watch a show because you've heard someone say, oh my days, this is peak, bro. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. It's your opinion. It's your anime journey. There is no correct way to watch an anime. But like, some anime just stink, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get told that Code Geass is like, you know, peak anime. Oh my days. It's so good. It's so good, man. Oh my days. Lelouch is he's just a mastermind. I watched Code Geass and I wasn't moved by it, bro. I'll be honest with you, that shit's ass. Same with Attack on Titan, right? Ass. Tokyo Ghoul ass. Like, it stinks, bro. This emoji, it perfectly like represents, like, bro, oh my god, it stinks, right? And certain arcs as well, like One Piece has some good arcs, and then it also has some arcs that make you want to gouge your eyes out, right? So just skip it. At the end of the day, who cares? You don't have to force yourself to watch the whole thing. Skip it if you don't want to watch it, right? So then, next, we need to talk about anime's secret weapon, which is music. Now, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a musical performance for you to enjoy. So, enjoy. Yeah, here we go. さあ覚えてないこともたくさんなっただろう誰も彼もシルエット大事にしてくの Yeah, I don't remember the rest of the lyrics, man. Hope you like that. Hope you like that. Thank you. You're too kind. You're too kind. Thank you. Thank you. But now, real talk though. Anime is, you know, what I feel like music is really what makes an anime. Like, there's a reason why I really love Naruto and Hunter x Hunter, and you know, it's because they have good OSTs and good openings and endings. And you know, after you watch an anime a lot, the openings and endings start to get stuck in your brain, just like the Naruto one I just performed. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, listen to OSTs in your spare time. Just enjoy it. Just embrace the full journey of anime because it's worth it. Okay, so those are all the steps, and here I have a little bonus for you guys, right? I have made a cheeky little anime starter tier list, right? Talking about the best animes for you to start with. Now, let's go down the list. We have S tier, which we have Hunter x Hunter, which is obviously the greatest anime of all time. Like, come on, now, it's the greatest anime of all time, right? It wasn't my first anime. I wish it was, but my first anime was One Punch Man, which is very, very good. Shout out Saitama. And then I put Death Note in S tier as well, because Death Note is a great anime to start with. I think it's very, very good. It's like, even though it has got dark tones to it, it's really good. and you should read the manga as well if you have the time and the patience. Then you have Black Clover in A tier. Now the reason why I put Black Clover in A tier and not S is because it is on the longer side, right? It's around 150 episodes, and I don't want it to be too long for your first anime. But then you have Spy Family as well, which is very family friendly. In B tier I put Jujutsu Kaisen. I know it's a lot of people's first anime because, like, you know, the popularity and then the whole thing about spoilers on Twitter, and, you know, it was just kind of ruling, you know, the timeline and everything. But I wouldn't say it's like the best, but I'll put it there. Then C tier I have the sport anime like Blue Lock and Haikyuu. I have a friend who got into anime by watching Blue Lock because he really likes football, but like it's not like the best as a starter. And then D tier I put all the anime that are fucking trash. You've graduated from Star Anime Academy. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. So now the steps that you have to do are like, comment, and subscribe. Drop your first anime below, you know. I mean, even if you haven't watched anime, if you have, like, let me know. I want to know what your first anime was, you feel me? So maybe more anime content soon, and make sure you watch Hunter x Hunter. So thank you. Thanks for watching, for real this time. Appreciate it. Yeah. Shout out everyone. Thank you for watching the video, for real. This was a 5-Star Friday, 5-Star production. I'm Asinda, your host. See you next time.